Like Technoblade always said, duos and solos are no fun, let's play quads. So I entered and instantly let them know, Daddy's here. But this is my first time ever playing this, so I might be getting a bit too cocky. And by the way, I suck at speed bridging, so I usually let the other players use the generators first to get us over there faster. So I sat back until they were done, and then grabbed enough to make some glass to cover the bed. My intelligent teammate decided to trap me in here, so I had to mine my way out. But that's when an enemy player arrived and we instantly chased him down. But he was a decent player and somehow managed to take out my team and was going for our bed. So I slayed the little guy with ease, but that's when I saw this other player on the blue team thinking about coming over too. But the little noob knew better to come challenge the father of all fathers. She just stayed over there like a good little girl while I went to get some iron to make a few upgrades to my armor and sword so I can feel a bit more comfortable out here. I then approached her again, telling her I want all the smoke. I even went ahead and made a bridge across so she can make her move. But that's when the other teams came out of nowhere and began to attack everyone. It was an all-out brawl, so I seen it as the perfect opportunity to swoop in for a few kills since everyone is low on health from fighting each other. And me being the best Minecraft player alive, you should already know how that went. I slayed all of these little noobs with my teammate Master Cheese. After that, I realized it's time to collect some gold so I can make some more upgrades to my team's generator. So I went to the gold generators around the map until I ran into this little guy, slaying him with ease. And then moving on to the next little orange team noob who managed to somehow kill me. This was because I was already low on health though. It had nothing to do with skill. When I got back to spawn, I tried to grab some iron but my greedy teammate stole it. And that's when I noticed a blue team member was attempting to raid us. But no worries, we ended up chasing the little noob away from our base. But in the process I noticed this guy from the orange team who was the second best player in this game at PvP, but I still went in for the kill. But he ended up running away towards my base and I knocked his teammate off the ledge with ease. But the orange members kept coming, so I slayed another one and then realized that other guy is still at my spawn trying to break my bed. So I quickly ran over there and handled the little guy, sneaking up behind him for a quick, painless death. And then proceeded to my next victims. But I'm such a noob that I thought this guy was an enemy up here, only to find out it's just my teammate LOL. That's when we seen two orange team players coming in hot. So I jumped down and began to take on both of them. For some reason my noob teammates just sat there and watched me almost die. So I ran back to the base for cover while I heal up a bit. But then I seen people fighting. So I was smart and third-partied them while they were both low on health, coming out on top as usual. At this point, my only mission is to get as much gold as possible so I can max out my armor and sword. This guy from the orange team even ran up and passed me a few gold for some reason. But then I seen my teammate getting ran down on by some orange players. So I covered him as he made it back to the base safely. This Bubbles guy is actually decent at PvP, but I was still able to take him out. And when I got back to the base, I used my 12 pieces of gold to max out the iron generator. Not sure why. I think I don't even need iron anymore, to be honest. Now I'm on a mission to steal everyone's gold to become fully enchanted. So I ran into these little guys at the gold generator, and as you can see, it didn't go too well for them. After slaying them to noobs, I began to run out to each generator to collect as much gold as I possibly can. Then I returned to the base to finally make a few upgrades on my sword and my armor. I went ahead to grab some fireballs also, even though I've never used one of these in my life. They sounded cool, so I got about 4 of them and also purchased a potion of regeneration, which is one of my favorite potions in Minecraft. Now I only need 15 gold to upgrade to the max armor, which is diamond. So I hung around the generators with my team and slayed a few kids who were dumb enough to run up on the father of all fathers. That Bubbles guy ran from me once he realized who I was, so I let the little guy go and proceeded to my mission of getting gold. But then he got brave enough to come challenge his father, but I seen it coming from a mile away, so I popped a regeneration potion just in case. Because like I said at the start, I noticed he is pretty good at PvP, but he should have known that nobody is a match for the father of all fathers. Lil bro didn't stand a chance. He dropped a lot of gold, so now it's time to head back to the base and finally make diamond armor and some enchantment upgrades also. Now I have protection 1 diamond armor and a sharpness 1 diamond sword, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable at this point. Just watch how these players see me and know to just run the other way for their lives. But my predator instincts took over when I seen him run, so I chased the little guy down and began to attack him. His friend even tried to come save him, but sadly for him, he failed and Bubbles ran on him back to his base. Oh, I collected some more gold so I can make some enchants to my armor and sword. But this little noob came out of nowhere, So we handled him, and then I seen the guy who gave me gold in the start of the game. So I spared him and let him live another day. At this point I only want some gold, but the orange team keeps coming out of the spawn attempting to take me and my teammate out while we get some gold. But inevitably, they keep failing as they are up against the best Minecraft player alive. After deleting them, I ran to a few generators to get more gold before heading back to the base to make some enchantment upgrades to my armor. But there was 2 raiders there trying to attack my team, so I slayed them beforehand, and then proceeded to purchase protection to armor and a sharpness 3 sword. At this point I think I'm for sure the strongest player in this game, but just in case, I still want to fully upgrade my armor. So I continued to get some gold and steal the generators from this orange team, sending them running back to their spawn. Then I collected some more gold. But in the process, I seen this guy who gave me gold in the start of the game again. So I didn't want to kill him, but I scared him off by chasing him down away from my gold generators. But then I realized he was going for my base. So I quickly went over there to put the little guy out of his misery. But he ran away from me, so I started to attack some other players. But that's when he came behind me to ambush attack me, but my friend Master Cheese slayed him instantly. This Bobbers guy seems to somehow have diamond armor now, just like me. So I tried to take him out. He ran from me back to his base, but I chased him in there, almost dying. If he had better aim with the fireball, he could have knocked me down with ease. I was hesitant to just go in and slay him, but I played it safe and just let him go. That's when I returned to my spawn to make a few more upgrades to my armor. I now have protection 3 armor and a sharpness 3 sword. I only need 34 more gold to have the best armor in the game. So I went to a generator, only to see Barbers again. Now he has enchanted armor though, but I still chased him down and all of his teammates came to help him. But as you can see, they are simply no match for the father of all fathers. That last guy even has hacks but somehow still managed to lose. After slaying them all, I ran out of there to create some space, but they were all behind me. Even the hacker was reaching me from behind. I thought I was cooked, but my boy Master Cheese came in clutch and covered me while I healed up at the spawn. I looked behind me and he is somehow chasing all of them off by himself in the background. I realized how much gold I have now, so I went ahead and bought some regen potions and upgraded to the maximum possible armor. Now the only thing I need is 13 gold to get the best sword in the game. So that was my mission. I went to a few generators to collect enough gold to buy the sharpness for sword. But on my way back to the base, Barbers challenged me again. I literally chased him down into his spawn to make sure he died. His team tried to help, but they just met the same fate as him. I ran away for now, but on my way out I attacked this girl from the blue team and some noob from the orange team tried to run up on me too. After putting him to rest, the last player was this girl. I showed her no mercy at all, slaying her instantly. Just take a look at these stats proving I'm the father of all fathers.